everyone, and welcome back to Morphin Mania. I'm Captain Logan. Here's Jason.
Hey!
Here is our regular co-host, DJ.
Hey, guys.
And back again is our special guest, the Jeff. Jeff, I am absolutely shocked and dismayed to see you behind me right now.
That is a very common reaction.
After
I get that all the time.
But this is related specifically to Power Rangers. After the reaction you had to your first viewing of any of this show last week, I thought you would run for the hills and never come back. And I get a message from him yesterday. Hey, can I come back to that show again tomorrow? I immediately sent DJ a message. I'm like, can you believe this?
I haven't watched anything that funny all week.
So welcome back, and I hope you enjoy this. Tonight, we are watching better episodes. What we think are better episodes. We'll see if you agree, because you have a different kind of...
Being better might not actually be a good thing.
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. I mean, you don't usually lose too much absurdity with the show when it's better. It's usually just a little bit more, exciting, a little more going on, which I think is usually for the better. But we'll see what you think about it, because you have kind of a different viewpoint on this.
I can't wait to be challenged.
Yeah. So what you have missed, because believe it or not, Power Rangers, as you probably learned a little bit last time, has a bit of an ongoing narrative. Is Tommy did lose his powers completely, and we have now made a sixth Ranger, and he is the White Ranger now. We just did White Light last time, DJ?
Oh, well, last recording session.
Yeah, last recording session, yeah. Because, of course, for everybody watching this later, we do batch shoot these. So that's the big thing you've missed, and then we're going to get into some major stuff, mythology stuff tonight in adding some characters that will become new Rangers, and in... I guess by the end of tonight, DJ will actually get them in the suits, right?
Yeah, power transfer.
Cool. We're going to do that all in one night, guys. So look forward to it. I want to say welcome and thanks to everybody who is here watching us right now live. Got quite a few people in the comments right now. And thanks for watching this after the fact. If you're doing that, if you are watching live, make sure and click on the link in the description that gets you to the rabbit room so that you can see exactly what we're watching as we're watching it. And if you're watching this after the fact, of course, you'll need to watch it your own way and use this like a commentary track. So get out your Netflix, your DVDs, however you want to watch it. Get it to episode 22 of Season 2, and tonight the first thing we're doing is a three-parter for today's episode of Morphin Mania. It'll be the three-part Ninja Encounter, and nobody be confused. That's not us getting the ninja powers already. That comes later. That's third season.
The quest. That's a whole different. Yeah,
animal. This has even less to do with actual ninjas than that did, because this is, well, you'll see. You'll see. It's silly. There's a contest. There's a ninja contest. I guess being a ninja just means you do martial arts while you're wearing a mask. That's pretty much it.
And whoever doesn't get noticed by the judges wins.
That's hilarious, and that's what it should be, but it's not.
I bet that's not.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Get ready to press play when I say now, and I'm going to do that right now. Everybody please press play right now. All right, here we go. So yeah, we're gonna see our first appearance of some Rangers that will stick with us for a really long time. Most of these guys hang out all the way until midway through Turbo. If memory serves, DJ, with the exception of Aisha, who will be replaced at the end of third season with Tanya.
Mm-hmm. Apologies if I'm a little quiet tonight. I have a little bit of a sore throat, but I'm going to try to make it through.
Oh, well, thanks for being here, DJ.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you need me to, I can ramble on enough for the both of us.
I'm hoping that Jeff will jump in with his Power Ranger knowledge.
I certainly will. Both of it.
For his lack there. He's here for the lack thereof. DJ, have you lost the rabbit room?
It just froze on me.
Okay. Let me try to get it back up here.
I'm looking at the
Guys,
unicorn leg.
we may, if it comes right back, we're good, but we may have to start over. Do you see it now?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
They're chatting with the football.
Yes. Oh, it's The Room.
Good music. Good friends in the park.
Another Shuki Levy script. And directed by Shuki Levy.
Oh, here they go. Right from the beginning. Introduced.
Okay, this is what I was remembering. I thought this was a Zio thing. This is what I was remembering when we're gonna illustrate that these kids are worthy of being Rangers because they make sure that a baby doesn't die.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So that's where I went wrong.
We are the greatest.
No, you're not. There's nothing about you that's like a ninja. What obnoxious clods.
Well, the word ninja has been completely destroyed these days anyway. Like the whole American Ninja Warrior thing.
But this is the worst.
But like American Ninja Warrior, they're not ninjas at all. They just climb stuff and jump on stuff. But they call themselves ninjas.
Yeah. But see, in this show, we've been doing all this karate all this time. We're just now bringing in the word ninja for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, when people, and he is amazing, when people say ninja in a more like slangy colloquial context, they mean like, I don't know, athletic or like agile or something. Like I guess in that, like using the kind of more modern slangish version, you can get away with it in something like American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
But that's so ninja, you know what I'm saying?
That show bugs me because everything, like the people who get the farthest in that show are rock climbers, not anything. Most of the agility stuff is pretty basic compared to the stuff you have to hang. Anyway, different.
No, that's. I mean, that's totally fair. But it's
baby carriage totally hit my bike, dude.
I just don't know what the difference is between what they're going to be doing and what any martial arts person has been doing in this show and all the competitions we've seen.
Well, yeah.
No, you're not.
They could have been the sock rangers. Man, Adam looks so young.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like he's a baby.
No, that's not Adam.
Maybe that's one of the Adams. Like
so
Adam
it is
Adam 12.
Oh, I thought you meant like one of the Adams
family.
Whoa,
state of the art.
That was, what do you call it? Impossible.
The extra D.
And he's not a Power Ranger yet.
Why does he even need to be a Power Ranger? He can do these impossible physics all by his lonesome on rollerblades.
Okay, did you see that? That was supposed to be Jason and Trini and Zach. That's their doubles walking away.
Still dressed in green.
So they're gone at this point.
That's a great question. Why is Tommy dressed in green?
I don't know.
So all these people...
Good Power Rangers-esque observation, Jeff. Well done.
Like instead of
we're gonna assimilate him into the collective.
Stuff out of the way.
Is this baby on a track or something? How is he not gone off the?
Yeah, I always wondered that myself.
Man, Bulk is very heroic in this episode. That's a change.
Yeah, and he's got a really weird skateboard.
It's like,
how did that picnic not slow it down at all?
Transforming skateboards that combine to make a giant robot.
Hoverboards don't work on water.
I was strolling in the park one day.
It's like a 90s movie. Isn't there like a movie where a baby's day out or something?
Yes, it's a lot like that. The Final Frontier? Cinematographic, or I'm sorry, Rockman says they don't stop the baby carriage, they just get out of the way. It's just moving so fast they can't do anything.
Why? They're not Power Rangers. They're just floating around.
If I had seen this, and I don't know if I saw this when it aired, but yeah, he's not wearing white at all.
Knocked that guy right off the ladder.
I imagine my reaction either was or would be first time watching this. Did I miss something? Did they become Power Rangers already? Are we going to tell us about that in retro? Is that why we're watching these guys? Because everything they're doing is like what you expect for the powers in Power Rangers, where it's like you just vaguely can break the laws of physics. You don't even need the powers for that.
Well, not if you have rollerblades. My gosh. Whoa!
What's funny is the Power Rangers also do that when they fall out of Megazords. It's like the exact same thing. We play for comedy here, but if a Power Ranger falls out of Megazord, he goes, "Whoa!"
That's something that always bothered me. I bring this up to my wife all the time. People in movies and TV shows always land in bushes safely. Have you ever landed in a bush? It is so painful. It's like
10 feet in the air, and then you're hitting this bush. You don't walk away from that.
DJ, that's the quote from you I want to put on a Power Rangers box. You ever landed in a bush?
I have, and it's
DJ.
very painful. Oh, so this is the meet cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chasing a baby down.
Very good. You guys should be Power Rangers. Oh, wait, you are already. This is kind of weird watching in retrospect, because when you first watch this, you'd wonder, like, why are we following these kids? And what are they? And did the show just change? Did we just get rid of 3 of the actors? Oh, we did. We're just going to pretend like we didn't. Now, did we tell you about this last time, Jeff?
No.
So 3 of the original actors have already left the show, but we're going to pretend for the next few episodes that they're still here.
Oh.
And they're going to be voiced over by people that aren't them and obviously aren't them. We're going to use stock footage. We're going to show them in silhouette. We're going to do everything we can do to pretend like they're still here. And to be fair, I guess it is kind of neat that there's a transition period, even though they've already lost the actors. But we've lost Jason, and we've lost Trini, and we've lost Zach. And these 3 kids are going to replace them, but not right away. They're just already going to be here for a few episodes before we finally do that.
Weird.
And so watch for all the weird, silly places where we still have those actors, but we don't have them. That is yellow and black and red. So we're losing Jason the Red Ranger. We're replacing with Rocky, who is a really, really nice guy, but the worst actor in Power Rangers. I love Johnny on Bosch, but no, I'm sorry, not Johnny on Bosch. Johnny on Bosch is decent. That's Adam. No, it's
Whoa.
why can't I think of his name right now?
Steve Cardenas.
Oh, let me think
Steve
of it.
Switching to normal view.
Normal view.
Yeah, we're losing what? We're losing red, yellow, and black. Red on yellow, kill a fellow. Red on black, venom lack.
He knows his coral snakes.
I don't know why that always stuck with me.
Did you see the personalized license plate on the back of that car?
I did not.
It said skydiving.
Oh, big fans.
I thought that car was always there, but I don't know if it always says skydiving.
The final competition for the Great Ninja Turtle.
It's the final countdown.
Oh, that's Europe.
Oh. Ba-da-da-da.
I wonder who those 2 people are.
Be a ninja in white.
Hey, retroactively, could we call this foreshadowing? Because
3 of them.
3 shadowing.
Good one. So they will be Ninja Power Rangers in the 3rd season, and they'll have a mid-morph that is essentially like this. So when they fight the putties, they do like a mid-morph thing, so they look like ninjas, and then they have the regular Power Ranger outfits after that, and they've just changed the animals.
Hey, Cap, so I think I'm going to add this to the list as our first obvious stunt double, because that just turned into a completely different person.
Is that a thing we're counting?
Yeah.
I didn't know we were counting that.
It hasn't been a problem yet because they've mostly let the actors do stuff, but that Aisha just turned into a completely different person when she started fighting.
That's really funny. Was she a man?
I don't know, but it's
at least clearly still a woman.
It might be, or it might be a little guy.
Shoes that look like shoes that the Ninja Turtles would have. They have like 2 feet.
Well, that's what ninja shoes look like.
That's what ninja shoes look like, Jason.
Oh.
Yeah. Mercer,
all the time.
real quick, guys. Mercer Create leaves a $2 super chat. I want to ask you not to leave super chats that don't have to do with Power Rangers with this show. So he mentioned something about the Bumblebee movie. I'm not going to talk about that right now because we're doing Power Rangers, and because these are going to air next year, well after that's come out already. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it. And if you want to make sure that a comment or question gets read, just make sure it's about Power Rangers, and we will talk about it.
I'm really curious.
Do they though? Do they, like, how dirty is this fighting? It kind of looks like just fighting.
Ninja fighting is dirty. Ninja are without honor.
But like
whoa,
that's impossible.
Sorry, this is going to be really amusing for me.
A TV show like that in the 80s. That's impossible. Ding.
But DJ,
does it have to be one at a time? Because they all just like jumped in at the end like a.
Is that why they're fighting dirty? Because they all jump them at once?
I don't know. Well, they're wearing the black suits, so bad guys.
Yeah, because it seems
it's back to the actors.
Because it seems like the only thing they're doing differently than what we usually do is they're just fighting faster. There's just more blows. Okay, but did they do anything against the rules?
Dude, you just handed your child to Lenny and Squiggy.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah, Bulk and Skull, they're not good babysitters. Tommy is still wearing the fish necklace. How long before we get rid of the fish necklace?
Why did they shoot this human stuff before he got white?
I'm so confused.
Before he got the white power.
No, because now he is wearing white.
No, that's still green.
He got white, like Michael Jackson.
Okay, but it's also got white in it at least.
Yeah. Transition clothes. He had to buy some transition clothes when they were making the White Ranger suit.
Where's Jason, Zach, and
there's a lot of therapy involved in that.
They're going to use them as sparingly as possible, Jason, because they've already gotten rid of the actors. But like I said a minute ago, they're just pretending like they haven't.
Did that just say Camberley?
Camberley.
I thought maybe I read it wrong.
The subtitles are wrong a lot.
That's not even a name.
Charles likes people to be able to see his brain.
I named my daughter Cam.
Cam is a great
Cammy, just Cam. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Cam and Ninja Storm. Yeah, but he's not. He's the guy. It's CAM. Cam.
Because she's on an axis but has an eccentric part. So when she goes around, it operates another lever.
The humor is going to be a little more heady tonight, folks.
That's Headley.
As I say. It's going to be maybe more cerebral than you're used to.
So I was pretty young in the 90s, but were there a lot of people wearing like dress vests with no shirts under them?
On television. I don't know if anybody did it in real life. Would you agree with me, Jeff, that there was a lot of that in the 90s? A lot of like stupid fashions on TV that nobody was actually really wearing?
Yes.
Because having grown up in the 90s, I mean, I would have been like 10 when this came out. Like having grown up in the 90s, I don't think of fashions having changed all that much. And then I look back at TV and stuff and I'm like, oh, wow, no, we were wearing some really dumb things. If I traveled back in time to like 95 or 96 and went to all the places I went to when I was a kid, I don't know if it looks all that different from what we have now. I think more of it was pop culture. There is some of it, certainly.
Well, some of that may be California.
California!
Because California is a different planet.
Yes,
that's why
true.
Lex Luthor was trying to blow it off.
Hey, look, Jeff, there's that car that I hit in high school with my Ford Taurus. Did you see that? There's a black Saturn.
This is the 90s.
Yeah.
He's just eating a corn dog.
No, I think it's a popsicle.
It's the gold monkey.
Because it's weird to spit out hot dog juice.
Gross. Well, it was far away in the beginning.
Zero says, I was 0 when this came out.
Wait, why did the kid get the trophy?
He was the best ninja of all. No one even knew he was in
this. Dad is the worst dad. First, this dad loses him in his car, in his stroller, and now he just leaves him in a closed car.
This guy's like the worst dad ever.
Okay, so to everybody's point a few episodes ago, we constantly hit the Z and hit the Z and hit the Z, and the putties never disappear. They never explode. But Tommy just does one kick. He doesn't even spin around. They all explode.
Well, they're on a timer now. Zed added a timer feature.
So did we get that kid to pretend to cry, or is it what it looks like? Or we intentionally pissed him off? Because that's what it looks like.
Well, they locked him in the car.
Underneath, just out of frame, just grabbing his foot and yanking.
I'm calling some potential child abuse there.
It's the Wizard of Oz.
Yep. No cinematographic. I'm not still driving a Taurus, but I did drive a Taurus. My first car was in 1987 Ford Taurus. And I had a bumper sticker, DJ, that said, I keep giving away random personal information about myself. We were talking about this in the Captain Logan show tonight. I used to have on that car a bumper sticker. Do you remember it, Jeff? That said, "You're not famous until you get your hand on a Pez dispenser."
That's right.
This must be old footage. Oh, now we're back.
Gosh,
I gotta hand it to them though. They fooled kids with this. Like they did. They put more work into it.
I'm sorry, DJ. We were just reminiscing about horrible cars. What was that?
I'm just saying, you got to hand it to them. They fooled a lot of kids with this. Like they put more work into this than they probably needed to.
Okay, but if we were, and yeah, that is, we do have to give them that like they went above and beyond in making this work as best as humanly possible. Although some of the voiceovers get really silly,
Yeah.
but you also have to remember that us dumb kids did not realize that they were using Japanese footage that we didn't shoot, and we could not tell the difference between that. So we were already stupid.
Yeah,
that was still before every single person was tuned into the internet 24/7 and all getting all of this news about what actors have quit what shows.
You could never get away with this now, even on a silly kid show like this.
Yeah, but like, aren't you a little surprised they didn't just switch the actors out? Like, it doesn't seem like they would care that much.
Yes, I am surprised by that. Now, first season they would have.
Number 2.
I think they care more now because the show's so popular.
Yeah.
But it is weird that it's as slow of a burn as it is. John Early leaves a $5 super chat and says, "Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?" Once again, try to keep Power Ranger related if you can. But thanks for the support. I appreciate it. What's that?
It's okay. That's not really a question.
No, that's true.
What the heck?
They keep calling this kid a baby.
If you just really wanted me to say that out loud, I'm happy. I'm happy to do it.
This kid is not really a baby. He's like 4.
Yes.
You know,
We
They
do
keep
that a
calling
lot in kid shows like
corn cobs and burritos are offered for lunch. One baby had the will to refuse.
We did that a lot in shows like this. And by the way, this is a real obvious, not that funny, typical thing to do with Bulk and Skull. Let's see what would it be like if they were babysitters. And here in a minute, they'll have to change the diaper because, of course, we have to do that whole thing. But we also do this a lot where we've got an older kid because, like, they'll cooperate more. And so we just pretend like they're younger because, like, they'll take direction maybe.
It's like the Olsen twins.
Yeah, but the difference there is they started as little as they were supposed to be.
We're co-dads.
But that's the worst episode of that show, Joe.
Two
Okay.
can't play the baby game.
I'll give the dad some slack. He actually got kidnapped, so.
I get uncomfortable every time I even think about Devil in Diapers, Jeff. We're talking about an animated Tick episode. That's another thing you'll hear a lot with Jeff here. It's a lot of Tick references. But we'll be doing that constantly.
Cool. I will not get
blood.
them, but I will support it.
Oh, we'll make you watch the Tick at some point.
I've
Jeff
seen-
and I have also been talking about doing this kind of thing for the Tick forever.
Oh, cool. I've seen the other 2 Ticks. I just haven't seen the animated one.
Well, that's the best one. You got it.
I know.
Okay, so that was quick. I
Yeah.
don't know where that episode went.
So, did anything happen that I need to remember?
Well, there's kid and his kid that got kidnapped, and we introduced some new characters that will be Rangers in a little bit, and Bulk and Skull are taking care of a child. That's what happened.
Oh,
We'd like to stretch out the multi-parters in the show much of the time.
Tweedledorker.
I really wish, DJ, that Jeff had been here for White Light so you could see what like a really cool Power Ranger episode is like.
Maybe someday.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have some decent stuff tonight.
We'll bring him back for Wild Wild West.
No. That's not funny. That's not funny. Don't say that. That is awful. Well, I mean, it's funny, but
No, I like
Who
Wild West
plays Dr.
Rangers.
Loveless?
I really
that's
like
not
him.
what I'm. That's not okay. But that's not what I mean when I'm like, let's give Jeff a sense of what a really good Power Ranger episode is like.
That's really good parents.
You're putting together words into a sentence that I'm not sure go together.
No, that's fair because you're an adult starting Power Rangers as an adult. I was totally
resent
cool
that remark.
having you come and hang out and do this with us, Jeff. But like it's to watch Power Rangers at the age you are.
True. It's like the people who watch YouTube videos just to complain about them.
To be fair, I can't complain that Jeff didn't grow up with Power Rangers because he was already an adult when the show was on. So there's
already growing mold by that.
There's
point.
that, yeah. No, it was in its heyday. I mean, you would have been in college, or getting out of high school.
Let's see, when did these air?
It starts in 93.
Okay, so that's a college-y age for me.
Yeah. All right, folks, let's go on to part 2 of the ninja encounter. Look, we encountered ninjas. Here we go. Yeah. Everybody, please press play.
And we encountered them. There were 3.
Yes, we encountered and countered the ones we encountered.
I love to count things.
Everybody, please press play right now. Thomas Edgeshield, does Bulk and Skull taking care of a baby count as child abuse?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yes, but I don't think what they're doing is more abusive than what I'm pretty sure this director did to that kid.
I think child endangerment is a more accurate.
That was endangerment. I think we witnessed child abuse, though. Yeah. I do. I think we actually saw it happen.
The director did the abuse.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. That was more of a real world kind of problem. What's up, Jason?
There's no subtitles.
Oh.
He's always on those subtitles.
Yeah, thanks, kid.
They're ninja subtitles. That's why you can't see them. Hiding in the dark.
Jeffrey says, invent a time machine so you can go back and make Jeff go forward and watch Power Rangers as a kid.
Or I could just regress.
That's pretty impressive that you can just be a child again.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't experienced anything that I've experienced as an adult.
That's kind of what the process of this show is going to be over the next year.
Going to need changing pretty soon.
I think it is doing that. Sorry, what? What is that?
Sorry, what?
What needs changing? What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Wait,
the great thing about being me is that there are so many.
Wait, I'm not worried about them at all. They got Neo on their side. They should be fine.
Yeah, but Lord Zed has Elrond.
Mike Root says, wait, Cowboy Power Rangers actually exist? Well, think about the show you're watching. Pretty much anything you can think of, they tried it at some point, especially after 25 years of this show.
Well, that was only after like three seasons.
Well, yes.
Time is a luxury.
So this guy knows Aisha, Rocky, and Adam pretty well, apparently. Was he like hanging out with them or something?
I thought it was just that he ran into them at the beginning of this because they saved his kid.
Okay.
Before Aisha went on to voice Lana and Archer.
Oh, look, now it's a Sentai.
We didn't even get to a monster in the first part.
Nope.
That was all our footage.
Bloomsday.
Did we even morph?
What the heck?
Oh, we didn't morph first episode at all. That's how much we're stretching this.
We just had a ninja fight.
Not even a puppy.
Ninja, not even a real ninja fight. Wasn't any different than
the poppies from which they
get the morphine. A ninja fight that takes place in a boxing ring. There's that footage you keep seeing.
Are you saying that's secretly how the morphine grid works, Jeff? They just get a bunch of morphine from flowers and then they put it in the computers.
It's all about the opium crisis.
Oh, that's why he's wearing the green, because he has to match that footage with Jason and.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Okay, but I would have put some kind of white on it at the beginning because he was wearing something that didn't have any white in it at all.
Well, they might have used footage there too. I wasn't paying attention.
Maybe all the footage of him is also old.
No, it's not, because he's in frame with them.
That's new because those 3 are there. But then when it shows all 6, he's wearing that same outfit.
That's for a different episode.
Jetting. See, he's wearing that same outfit, so they had
jetting.
Oh wow!
So we didn't need that before.
You know, when I fly in a jet, I can never see exactly
for an entire season.
They always put me right behind the wing, and you can't see out the window.
For an entire season and a half, Zordon was not remotely concerned about us being able to see where we were going. That's amazing.
What is this new thing?
It's called jetting. Were you paying attention?
Strong.
Yeah, but the visual of it is just overwhelming.
You are not.
So, Jeff, for the record, that's not a thing we keep doing much.
Why is that faster than teleporting?
And
Why can't they just teleport?
monsters?
Because that's footage that the Sentai made for some reason. Why did they do it? What was the point of it there?
They weren't able to teleport for some reason.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
So we'll jet set instead.
Maybe it's like
Thomas says
like
they can fly now. I'm so confused. And Cinematographic says not to be confused with Jetix. That's pretty good. And Ciro says I do not like the flying. No, they should do that every episode. That's
The
great.
Terror Blossom. So it's the Terror crossed with
With
Elseed.
Elseed? Yeah. It's Bloomsday, Jeff.
Yeah. That makes him Professor Ikebana?
You realize that we're talking to all of 4% of an audience right now.
Hi, other 96%. It's because
I'm not even sure I'm in the conversation.
try not to take it personally.
I just want to mention it because I think it's funny.
Aye, yai, yai.
That's the worst Alpha impression I've ever heard. Whoa.
Ooh.
He's got a really dangly head.
Jeff, so far with everything you've seen with Power Rangers, if you could cosplay anything, what would you be?
Oh, that robot thing, definitely.
Robot thing.
What robot thing? The Megazord?
The one that
Alpha.
says, aye, aye, aye.
Oh, Alpha. Sorry. He'd be a really big Alpha. Like a tall Alpha. Which is the opposite of everything I always am when I cosplay. I'm always like a tiny, Batman or a tiny Spawn. Or
Oh, is Jeff really tall?
No.
he's taller than the like 4-foot something woman
Okay.
inside Alpha.
I just couldn't tell because he's like behind you in a chair.
Okay, but did you think it was 4 feet? I mean, you know that Alpha is like 3 very short girls, right?
I don't know. Who can tell? Force perspective. Anything's possible.
Use the Force perspective, Luke.
DJ, I'm sorry for laughing at you, but I'm not actually sorry for laughing at you. Jeffrey puts in a $2 super chat and says, this show gets better every time it gets worse.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He kicked the dinosaur. Open the door. Get on the floor.
Everybody walk
kick
the dinosaur. Well, now that's stuck in my head.
Why
Time for my
did
monster to
Zed
grow.
suddenly get more skinny?
Zed got skinny?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. It must
No,
be force
he still doesn't
perspective.
have any skin.
Zed got skinny.
That's not what skinny means. Skinny doesn't mean lots of skin.
I've got me.
That's real existential, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what?
Deep in the side of some part of me.
Guess what Lord Zed turns into? Krang.
Jetting to John Malkovich now.
Lord Zed turns into Krang.
No. That's what he was as a child.
Wait, as a child, Zed was just like a tiny brain thing, and then as he grew up, he got like a person's insides without anything outside, without the
Yeah, see,
that's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
He started out as that
Almost an
very thing
exoskeleton.
Eraser
That's-
head.
So does that mean that?
Serpentera.
Does that mean Lord Zed is
Superfragilistic
that
Zord of
he
Monsters.
puts on the
No,
silver?
that's not Serpentera. That's the Red Dragon Thunder
Just the
Zord.
red part?
That looks like Serpentera, though.
Or do you, I said that before.
Red Dragon Thunder Zord
talked
is
about
my favorite summer extra flavor of Mountain Dew.
There should be Power Ranger.
Red
soft
Dragon
drinks.
Thunder Zord.
A lot of this
guys.
stuff would sound really good as a soft drink, Like the Megazord would be like a really good name for an energy drink, right?
Yeah, and he'd like crash through the wall of your house and go,
Oh yeah! All right, Jeff. So now you get to see White Ranger and Saba, who's the talking sword, and his White Tiger Zord.
ooh.
Because of course, we don't have the Dragon Zord anymore.
Is it weird that he has
There's
like
the
a?
Dire Ranger.
Yep. I'm sorry. What?
Is it weird that he has like a sentient sword, but his Zord isn't?
No, because that Sentai just didn't do that.
Well, I think the Zords are.
Oh, are they?
All the Zords
Okay.
are like actual animals, but like we don't do that here, but then he still has the sword.
You're really on about the sentient Zord thing. I've never been as big of a fan of that as you are, because they always treat it real sappy. Like in a lot of shows, I mean, like Dino Thunder does this, and I love Dino Thunder, but I don't love it there, where it's like, oh, we got to be like in sync with our Zord, and
no, I don't like that. I prefer that they're just machines, but I think it's weird that his sword is when we don't do that with the Zords.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression that you just like really liked the sentient Zord thing.
Oh no, I like just
Zord chooses the Ranger. That much has always been certain.
Well, they say that about everything with Power Rangers, you know, because like we start that way with the power coins.
So the guy in the floating head guy is actually Ollivander.
Are the different Megazords from like different?
They're each made of a different kind of metal
from different Sentai shows.
What now?
Are the different Megazords from the different Sentai shows?
Yeah.
Unicorn hair and titanium.
And usually from whatever show we took the other footage from, but in this we're mixing it with a different show for White Ranger, as you know.
Right. So like
Happy Day.
The first season Megazord is
something new's happening.
Yep.
Zero Ranger.
Yep.
Whatever.
Cardiotron.
Wow. That's new.
Yeah, so that thing's not going to lift any weights.
Cardiotron.
All it does is cardio.
Tron. Tron.
You must go kill something, you benevolent superhero. Consider it done, Zordon.
We'll take care of it.
I mean, you're really
no, you don't, Zordon.
You're really just exterminators of giant bugs. Really. Like,
sometimes I feel like I just gotta go kill something.
Did you see Goldar?
No.
He was like this.
That's a very exciting.
His like red fleshy underarm very often. It's really disconcerting.
He's like, put your arms down. I don't want to see that.
Don't raise your hand. You are not.
Either shave that, or we don't, or just don't raise your arms. We don't want to see that.
Knights in White Tiger Zord.
I was not expecting a reference to Moody Blues this evening, but
just never know what's going to come up. Wow, he is spiky in the chest there.
'Cause I love you. Ah!
Dude, that's got to create a lot of drag when you're swimming.
She's been doing this since the last episode.
That's taking forever.
In Plato's cave.
Why are you taking so slow
you gotta
now?
deal with existentialism and metaphysics. Come on, man.
She picks the shadow of the lot.
I'm watching stupid TV on purpose, okay? Why do I have to think about...
See, the shadows are fighting the actual forms here.
He's like, are they Power Rangers?
Play-Doh when you were a kid?
When you were talking, Jeff, about making
Play-Doh a lot.
A crazy science fiction opera, and you and I were working on that together, I was drawing a lot of my ideas from this show.
Yeah, I can see how that would work.
I think a Power Ranger opera would be awesome. I think that is completely doable.
Now is the time I must explode.
Oh, wait, I'm back, but I'm just really big.
Fantasy man, fantasy man.
Do they ever fight? Do they ever have a Megazord fight in the mountains?
In the mountains?
Yeah.
There's mountains behind them a lot, but I don't think we like go up in higher altitudes and have a Megazord fight. I'm not sure if that ever happens. I don't think it's like Transformers.
Okay, so this monster is clearly
more with deserts.
From the
Kansas.
Did you see that?
Colorado, yeah.
Did I see what? DJ, are you there?
This monster is from season 1 because that was the Dino Megazord when they were both on screen for a second.
Okay, that's weird.
That's why.
Your horse.
Is it one we've seen already, or was it one we just didn't use?
I think it is one we've seen because I remember that weird dangly looking head that he has.
they're like, nobody's gonna remember this one-off monster. Nobody's gonna
We were watching
go back
it all
and
in a
watch
month.
this on Netflix or buy it on disc.
Nobody
Sure,
will
we
binge
have-
Power Rangers.
Sure, we have reruns, but nobody cares.
Oh, another snake.
Wow, a serpent.
A very realistic snake.
There's an obscure proto-brass instrument.
Oh, don't.
Here's an idea. Why don't you just pull out a staff and zap them and turn them into hideous evil drones? Like you have a million ways of doing this. You've
Again
done it
with the drones, always with the drones. Why did it have to be snakes?
Yeah, and I mean, Jeff, like you've only been here for one batch of these, and you've already seen like evil, mindless drones.
I thought that
Isn't that
this
like
is not what it was, but I thought
all
those
of the monsters and all the
subtitles
putties?
said Thunder.
Yeah, but you've seen it done to people, where we had the Dark Rangers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we've done that.
Evil
So
power has
much.
persuaded us to stand here.
You've seen 6 out of the like 70, 80 something episodes we've watched, and you've already seen this happen. That's how often it is. But you still haven't seen a fish monster, I don't think. Or has there been a fish monster?
Well, there was that crab-looking kind of guy.
Oh, that's true, but that didn't really count as a fish monster.
No, that was
A lot of
mollusk.
fish in first season. I don't know if we get as much in this season. We do open with a fish monster. Piranha's head.
See,
Oh, now they can tell.
plants already.
So once again, that's for a different episode. I'd love to go back and find out what episode that is.
Oh, Flowerhead is still there.
I'm sure people know.
Rosebud.
Mike Root, Power Ranger logic. Everyone you beat up blows up for some reason. Yep. And sometimes that does them in, and sometimes they're just fine and they just get big.
Well, sometimes their
first and then blow up.
body parts reassemble and their heart is
Instead
sitting
you'll
on
be
the-
watching Charlie the Unicorn.
so much
Talk
morphing.
about that in a kids cartoon.
Well, we gotta make up for last episode when we had no morphing at all.
Ooh, yeah.
last we didn't have any Morphin in our.
At all. Pretty sure we didn't
I'm
morph
being
last
hit
episode.
with
Oh
Colin.
yeah, part 1, yeah.
the cherry blossoms are symbolizing death.
I just think you're reading too much into everything, Jeff.
We're never getting out of this cave. It was as if the cave was the world.
He sounded.
It's like we're part of an allegory or something.
Anderson is sounding like Snape right now.
Allegories are very dangerous. With all the teeth and the...
It's just some things get so theoretical they become real.
Yeah. Like quantum physics.
Jeffrey says, no, Jeff isn't reading into this enough. Oh, don't say that, Jeffrey. I really wish I hadn't read that out loud, actually. We're only 2 episodes in, guys.
Nagini.
Oh no, it's a sadistic choice, DJ.
Ooh.
Yep. We love sadistic choices in superhero things.
Sophie's Ranger.
We said that at the same time, but I feel like there's going to be a lag and it's going to look like I just copied you.
that happened. No, we said it simultaneously.
Okay.
Hey,
And
Jeff.
Spontaneously. Yep.
Hey, Jeff, I'll counter that with Occam's Ranger.
Ooh. He simplifies the team.
Hey, DJ, I want to go through this.
Look at their
What?
poses.
You made a joke. Very funny.
I want to go through this show, DJ, and decide which Ranger is best exemplifies the notion of the Occam's Ranger.
What? They were not standing like that when they froze.
And maybe one of the other ones can be Francis of Bacon. And one of them can be Thomas Aquinas. That's probably Tommy.
So little bit of a coincidence that the 3 we froze are the 3 we've lost, yeah? And Jeff, this isn't going to have anything to do with why they leave, by the way. We just picked half the group that we picked are the ones that we don't, so that have already left, so we don't have to deal with those actors anymore. But they're going to leave in a few episodes, and this will not be why. It won't have anything to do with it.
Aren't they in Z-Waves, though?
Wow.
They're allegedly in that episode.
What if this was it? What if they just froze and they could never unfreeze them?
It never came back. Yeah, or maybe Z-Waves actually is after the power transfer. Jason, I can't remember. But anyway,
It's next episode.
Anyway.
Oh, is that the one? No, that's the one right after these 3, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in between.
All right, there we go. So we have another 3-parter that's pretty stretched out. That really didn't need to be 3. I get this is a 2-parter, but it did not need to be 3. No, I get it as 2.
Wait till we get to Ninja Quest, which is 4.
No, is it 4 or 5? It's 4.
Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous. Now I guess I'm partly saying that just because we have 2 monsters and we didn't really have to do that. So no, maybe it's all padded. Maybe it's all padded, DJ.
Yeah, this episode was so weird. They
Those don't hurt as much.
and they fought the 2 monsters, but then they came together and fought the big monster. And while the flower monster was just like standing around, I guess. And then when they got out of the Megazords, they fought her again. It was weird.
I'm getting flashbacks to Green with Evil right now.
Yeah.
Thumbs up for evil.
All right, folks, it's time for the 3rd part of Ninja Encounter. This is skating by real fast, but it's also really padded and doesn't need to be as long as it is. But I'm surprised we're already to the 3rd part.
Wearing those padded plots is so hot.
Yeah, and it's a little heavy too. You know, having
to
to
the bathroom too.
carry all that.
Aquaman.
All right, here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Like Root says, Bacon Ranger away.
It's bacon.
Jeffrey, what if the episode padding symbolizes how crazy we are for binging this?
I'm not sure it's a symbolic relationship. I think it's a literal relationship.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, we're either gonna like lose our ability to be critical and analyze anything watching the show, or it's gonna make us do that more at like the least like appropriate times.
You survived Spawn year, man.
That's true. This is a lot easier than that because I don't have to watch it and then start writing about it by hand.
In blood.
And because I already knew what I was getting myself into.
Green blood.
Sometimes red blood, sometimes green blood.
Yeah, that's true.
It was red blood when I wasn't
yellow,
Spawn.
sometimes black, sometimes pink.
Yeah, I didn't have all the colors of the spectrum like Power Rangers, but it was just black and red and green.
Would it be awful if you had to write the reviews like in the color of blood matching the character you were talking about?
Yeah. I don't see how pink ever comes up though.
But don't you have pink blood instead of red blood?
Exactly.
Be a Klingon.
That would be like purple blood. That would be like Pepto-Bismol blood. I guess that is kind of pinkish.
Every different TV, I could never decide what color that was.
You and I have argued about what color that blood is before, and I'm with you. I think it depends on the contrast of the TV you're watching. Thanks, Kimberly, for catching us up to speed, because we know that this has been so long, there will be people who come in after the fact, but don't worry, because you don't need to have seen the other 2 episodes.
See, that part was in pink.
Oh.
I don't know. Coming into a Snake looking at 3 strangers and the other 3 Rangers frozen is a little...
Kimberly just told us everything that happened. She explained all of it. That's a cool shot. Wow. I like that.
Everybody do the putty.
I'm really surprised Jon Stewart's not directing this episode. That looks like a Jon Stewart move.
Look at the slant.
Yeah, I love it.
Havoc and let's slip the dogs of war.
We don't see, but I can't spin around in this chair right now with the headphones. But yeah, DJ, they don't do that very often. We don't get the Dutch angles a lot with Zed, and we ought to because it looks really fun with him.
See, you've always been optimistic. He knows them from somewhere.
Oh, he's their coach, right?
Mr. Anderson, yeah.
Isn't he their like ninja coach?
He had the trophy. I was like, why did he just steal their trophy?
No, he's the ninja coach.
Yeah.
It all makes perfect sense. He's their ninja coach.
We're just not smart.
Oh, the child is the ninja coach?
The baby is the ninja coach.
Yeah,
The world's
it's like
worst
a.
dad.
Is this a Maggie Simpson kind of situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say a Scarface.
Speaking of the
situation.
child,
Forgot about this.
Yeah, I will have no comments about this scene. I hate this scene. I don't want to talk about this scene.
I don't know what it is. I just like that his beanie has a ponytail hole in it.
good feature.
Oh my god! If you say "funky monkey" one more time, I will reach through the TV and punch you in the face.
Monkey.
Why is he still wearing diapers?
Even if
That's
he's
a beanie, that's not a diaper.
like, he looks like he is 3.5 or 4, but even if he's only half his age, he shouldn't still be in diapers.
Yeah.
Maybe he has special needs.
No, we are pretending like that is a baby.
Who can sit up on his own?
You know what, though? In a show where we pretend like 25-year-olds are still like freshmen in high school, fine.
Yeah. I'll give it that. Oh, this is so uncomfortable.
It's and
Daddy,
And it's not
don't
any
make me
worse
sit with these two guys anymore.
than any movie comedy I've ever seen that does this. Like, you'd think Power Rangers would like up this to 11 and make it way more
now he has a diaper.
exaggerated.
Now he has a diaper on his head.
Yeah, why did it take that long with Skull? You'd think he would have done that already.
I've always
We're
wanted
still
to wear
doing
a
this.
diaper on my head because I'm a Dorfus. Half dork, half doofus.
Also, speaking as a father who's had to change a lot of diapers, I don't buy that, because we do this kind of situation all the time where we act like it's difficult for people to figure out how diapers work. It's just not that complicated. Like,
I just learned.
you'd figure it out pretty quick.
Well,
And like on your own. You wouldn't need anybody to explain it to you. Like
He
on
hasn't
your own.
He hasn't even got to the changing phase. He can't even open the thing without ripping them. He keeps just ripping them all.
Look at the new Dick Tracy character. Clothespin face.
Like just for the record, it's not that hard. Like,
Don't let this dissuade you kids from having your own kids someday.
kids.
Do let this dissuade you. Never breed.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell everybody that it was like pessimism and cynic night on Morphin Mania. I didn't mention that.
You were supposed to assume it.
Oh, okay.
Didn't work. Wait a minute.
Ciro says, "Thank God that scene took forever." It did. It took
Is
forever.
this going to be like a Dino Thunder thing where they're unfrozen but they're stuck in their suits?
Yeah, they can't take their mask off for 50 episodes.
Because Jason David.
See, look, and they just don't take their helmets off.
Unfrozen
The
caveman
first
lawyer.
And this should have been our first tell, if nothing else made us realize it, DJ. The first
Like
thing you
acid.
do is take your helmets off. Like, I get that they're going to go right back into action. That's how they mask it. But, like, you've been frozen for a long time. The first thing you do is take your helmet off. You're like, oh, my God. I'm so tired of
Get
wearing
this
it.
thing off me.
Yeah.
Well, were they supposed to know what was happening while they were frozen? Or were they just supposed to be completely
I think it looks a lot like
frozen and not remember
It
anything?
doesn't matter because you'd still, just being in it a long time, even if your perception's different, you'd still be really sweaty and you'd
Yeah.
have a crick in your neck. And
No, I'm just wondering because that's a lot more
Right, that's-
horrifying if you're just frozen like that.
so, Jeff, in Dino Thunder, which is my personal favorite Power Ranger show, the silliest and stupidest thing in that show is so Tommy comes back. He's in that show. So we have like a 35-year-old Power Ranger. It's awesome. And he, halfway through the season, for some reason, Jason David Frank just can't keep physically being there. So they contrive this thing where he is trapped in his costume for the rest of the season almost.
Yeah.
And
Or he's invisible first. which
He's
is
invisible first, and then he's just trapped in his suit, and Jason David Frank just voices it over. And I keep wondering how he's eating.
How am I even talking?
It's obnoxious.
Yeah, that's
Somehow doesn't kill the whole show.
no, but it is kind of a one annoying thing.
Oh, it's awful. And then Smitty is the other thing.
Smitty.
Yeah, Zeltrax is my favorite character, and they kind of lamify him.
Power lies on their side.
Can we get a
Jeff, it's like you're intentionally singing like a different melody so it doesn't get copyright flagged. You know, you're just like dancing around it just slightly.
I changed it just enough.
Just enough.
Yeah, we need a theme song for this show, so feel free.
Morphin Mania.
give Cap some editing.
We're out of our minds.
Cool.
So does he have ice freeze power?
Round up this villain.
He's like a pedal monster.
We like to do that a lot with Monsters, DJ, where it's like, here are two things that don't remotely go together.
Yeah, pollen and
Right now! That's the White Ranger song. We love the White Ranger song. It's great.
You may have the pollen, but I have the Benadryl.
And then the Power Rangers just fall asleep at the wheel of the Megazord.
What a boring first episode for these new actors. So like,
Yeah,
you just
they
like, sit in this
around.
cave.
They're like, is this what our career is going to be like on this show?
It's a shadow of your actual career.
Then when Rocky gets to the Pachinko episode, he's just like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not even doing this anymore.
Tiger, turn up the heat.
Yeah, Jeff, we should just have you like write a goofy theme song for every episode you're on that you just sing a cappella at the beginning of every episode. Okay, Jeff, play us in, buddy.
Hang on, guys. It's a servant of darkness has completed its transformation. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Wait, are you just singing subtitles?
Yeah, well, you got to get
We
lyrics.
can do that for an episode.
Oh, yeah, just sing it.
Yeah. We'll do the singing
Finish this
episode.
up, we'll finish this fight.
It'll be fun to see if that
Yo.
one gets 0 views.
Hey, that's the goal.
No. We
No, that's
do
the goal.
that on the singing episode of Zeo. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
only episode that we do that on.
Oh, I forgot about the singing episode of Zeo.
Not a musical episode, just a singing episode.
It's funny for Tommy,
There's a
but it's not
difference.
funny for Tanya. I don't like.
Is she awful?
Yeah, except she's the one who's actually.
Well, as we all know,
singing.
she's got my least favorite yeah. Don't like Tanya's yeah.
Yeah.
And Tommy's like, hiya.
Wait, do they sing their hayas?
They
Yes,
sing
I
everything.
think
They
so.
sing it's Morphin time.
Whoa.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I can't wait for that one. That'll be hilarious.
This is the worst day for her.
Demographic says this episode makes no sense. Jeff, would you say so far this is better or worse, or just about on par with what you watched before?
I can't remember what I watched before.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Some function of my brain seems to have wiped it all out entirely.
That's understandable.
I think it's a self-defense mechanism.
So you came back because you forgot
Exactly.
the experience you had last time. Wow.
Except for
So did
that
they just forget the
dumb
Z thing?
shellfish-looking guy. I'll never forget that.
No, because I'm sure at the end of this fight, they'll just all disappear.
Yeah, but it's like they only disappear at the end of the fight. They all blow up at the same time.
Unless we decide Tommy's just going to kick 2 and every one of them around him is also going to
Has there
disappear.
been like a giant? Has there
Tommy
been
cures all.
like a?
We are
cool-
into Tommy cures all
a
territory.
cool like putty
These are
monster.
allergies.
That would be cool. I don't think we've ever done that. I don't think we've ever made a putty grow
Yeah.
or done a putty monster.
Yeah.
Replicant.
Thank goodness.
Somersault in the fog.
Oh, okay. So we're going to be in a Golden Age comic book then. That's
Wow, that snake is only a
Billy
third
is
the
funny.
diameter it was.
Oh, and they're dead. Well, we're going to need to find some new Power Rangers.
You have nothing to lose but your chains.
Beardo Gacy says, I can't see Jason David Frank singing.
Oh, you will
Rangers
see.
Unite.
If you stick with us, you'll see. 2 more seasons.
Oh, Cinematographics not talking about this episode making no sense. He's talking about the singing episode, the musical episode.
Yeah.
Musicals don't.
Oh, that's a
make any sense to me.
masterpiece. What are you talking about?
I'm excited to get to that one. Oh, that's
Seen at least two
okay.
of them.
We didn't see it. Like nobody else was hitting the Z, and they're like, hit the Z.
Even they figured it out on their first faster than the Power Rangers did.
Oh yeah, are they by themselves right now? They didn't have a Power Ranger tell them.
Rangers to be.
No, Pink Ranger told them.
That's what I thought. I thought one of the Rangers yelled it to him.
Yeah.
She told us everything.
I am officially,
Ooh, nice.
at least in this moment, paying more attention to DJ. I just want to go on record.
I'm paying more attention to the
And
chat
that
with you guys.
maneuver did what exactly? Oh, I see.
It looked cool, and it proved that these actors make sense to be Power Rangers.
They can do
I
stuff.
thought that was because they saved the baby.
That was kind of a chubby putty. He must have had padding on or something.
He was a mighty putty.
So yeah, Jeff, when we get to the movie, which hopefully you're able to be on, because that's fun.
Are we gonna do that after season 2?
When we we'll do the movie right before we do the Ninja Quest. But what I was gonna say, Jeff, is so it may surprise you, like now that you know this, that the original 5 Rangers aren't the Rangers in that movie, because we've already gotten rid of the other 3, right? So it's these guys that will be in the movie,
Which is so
in
unfortunate.
95. Yeah, that is unfortunate.
When I saw Walter Jones at a con, he said that was his biggest regret, was not being able to be in the movie.
Well, it was huge.
Yeah.
John Belushi as Samurai Robot.
My God, you said that was Zed on screen, and I just can't not see John Belushi as that. Like John Belushi as Lord Zed.
With no skin. And... cheeseburger.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Good job. Way to press buttons.
He's still fighting with the snake, apparently.
Still pushing
We
more
just
buttons.
left him in there.
He's still sitting there.
It's a good thing Billy doesn't have like a snake thing. He might after this.
I would.
The new Girl Ranger had to fight a snake that was huge.
Oh, Tommy can do it, though.
Because he's Tommy and he solves all ails. Here's
He has a shield.
a question.
He shall crush its head,
When
but it shall bruise
when
his
you're
heel.
morphed and you can't get a snake off you, I once again wonder, what are your powers? What are you able to do? You fight monsters all the time, but you're like, snake! And it's not a phobia. It's just the snake got the better of you. It's a snake.
No, Zach's afraid of
So
snakes.
unclear
And we
about
just
what
learned that
they
Rocky
say.
doesn't like snakes.
That's true. You should have just had Black Ranger there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we have to contrive them finding out. Yeah, I forgot we did this.
Oh, I screwed up and called you by your normal human name.
So we better all take our masks off and say, shake the camera. There's an earthquake here in the middle of Kansas.
Lousy fracking.
We had an earthquake last night.
I think your line is fracking, actually.
Down in Fracking Rock?
We had an earthquake here last night, which is crazy because we never have earthquakes in Georgia.
Oh, yeah. I heard
Hey,
about that.
Hey, DJ, don't you think Zordon
But
should
shouldn't the
be...
devil go down there?
Do you think Zordon should...
Once. It was a one-time thing.
Oh.
I'm going to talk about the show now. Don't you think Zordon should be down their throats right now about taking their helmets off?
Pretty big deal.
Because, yeah... They found out about Billy, but like the other ones didn't have to take their masks off. Like, yeah, they would probably draw that conclusion and figure it out, but like that's against the code. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
If I were a floating head in a tube, I would so be down your
Because they just go, oh, got us. Like, I don't think they wait until they're like, wait a minute, and you must be this. Like, they don't do that. They're
They're just like, I can't believe this.
Guess we're gonna have to induct you now.
Zed, they're not ninjas, okay? You are at least 10,000 years old. You should know what a ninja is. They're not ninjas. Especially because you know what about ninja were. And, like, even for what ninjas are in Power Rangers, they're not ninjas.
Here's a... Whoa, look at those like doubles.
Yeah. What were you saying, DJ?
Do you ever think it's weird that the Rangers can take off their helmets like as a like it's a costume, but like they have to? I don't know. Like the morphing thing, it doesn't seem like they should just be able to take parts of it off. It shouldn't feel like a costume.
I always had that. Yeah.
It's like they're actually morphing into what that looks like. I don't know. That seems weird.
Well, they call it a metamorphosis, but it's really just a costume change. And then in RPM, it is just a costume change because they, like they try. So, which is fun. So
It's all an oven.
So in RPM, they have the costumes like sitting on mannequins or something, and they'll do shots where, oh look, they're talking like the board. They'll do shots where they'll be morphing from a different place, and in their version of the command center, you'll see the outfits disappear when they morph.
Okay, so it's just like the Japanese Spider-Man where he pushes his wrist thing and it like sucks onto him.
Yeah, it's not actually a metamorphosis; it's just a costume change.
Yeah, it just appears.
That.
That's standard anime. There's always a transformation sequence.
Yeah, it's just weird to call it a metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis. As you ascend the dung beetle to the unknown.
I love that movie. I know Cap doesn't like it, but I like it.
I like this. Rockman says, Morphin time is useful when there are no phone booths in the vicinity of the park.
That's true.
All right, well, there we go. There's the ninja encounter. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on for our next show, guys. So if you're watching this after the fact, tomorrow we're going to do a Monster of Global Proportions, and then one of my favorite episodes, Zed Waves, and then the show after that we'll be doing the Power Transfers. So look forward to it. This was fun. These were better than the ones that Jeff had to sit through last week. Just take my word for it. They are better. But
I'm accepting your
still
word
still a little slow, still a little dull. So we've been introduced to just as underdeveloped characters as we usually get in Power Rangers, and now these fine martial artists who aren't actually doing much acting are going to become Power Rangers very soon. But DJ, I'm with you. It is really interesting that they didn't just do an episode where they change real fast. I mean, where they switch them.
Yeah, the fact that they dragged this out for like 6 episodes is crazy.
6 episodes, yeah.
Or they could regenerate like a Time Lord.
That's hilarious. So there is a Power Rangers-esque show that does something similar to that. DJ, do you know what I'm going to say?
No.
Beetleborgs has a de-aging thing to get a new actress.
Beetleborg.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you remember Jo, the little girl in that show?
Yeah. Did she leave?
They get rid of the actress, and then the way they do it is they have her get younger or older, I can't remember, and then that's how they replace her. So she's like
She is so young.
some number of years younger or older, and I think younger, and they replace her with a different actress.
What if they just did that?
It's the winner.
Like they used the season 3 kid actors for this?
Oh, that would be ridiculous. Because then they'd all be like, so Jeff, in Turbo, we have a little kid ranger, and whenever he morphs, he gets like a foot taller, and they show it in the morphing sequence where he just gets taller. Yeah. Anyway, all right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. We sure appreciate it. We'll see you again tomorrow, and if you're watching live, stick with us, and in about 5 minutes or so, we're going to come right back, and we're going to do a Monster of Global Proportions and Zed Waves. Look forward to it. I am Captain Logan. This is Jason.
Yes.
There's the Jeff. And DJ, as always.
That's me.
See you later, folks.